Mm-hmm.
On today's episode of Hoarders,
on our second day of Hoarders,
socket around here anywhere?
Here is our next project.
There's our now project. All right, we're going to try and remove this head.
We're going to try to remove the head.
We've already compression tested it, and we got one of the cylinders blowing into the other one internally, but it only blows one way. It doesn't blow back the other way, which I don't understand. Maybe because I'm an idiot and I'm not the motor guy, but I've done a few. Obviously, you can tell how I did one side without doing the other. Like, you know, you're supposed to go crisscross pattern, even when you're taking it apart, really. But I sort of just do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. I guess that's why I'm here taking apart the motor that was supposed to be a runner, by the way. She was a runner. I was told she was a runner. I was told I could just throw her right in. As a matter of fact, here, Al, come over here and take a look at that cylinder. Just for the guys that didn't see on the intake that side.
I want everybody to see.
I think I gotta get to the. We're gonna have the little snaky light.
Where's my snake light? So it should be over there.
Right here.
I want to show everybody this one.
I got it. You got the camera.
Okay.
You gotta get it. Check this baby out. You gotta get in there real good. Gotta get in there real good. Like a belly button.
Do you see it?
There you go. Look in there. You see that stuff in there?
Mm-hmm.
This is a runner, he says. You could throw her right in your motor. That's a runner. Well, anyway, let's get these bolts out of here. Let me get the magnet.
Some people, you know, when they don't actually tell the truth.
Nobody tells the truth. So this motor is supposed to be a runner. Doesn't look like, judging from the schmutz on the bolts, it doesn't look like it's ever been apart. Supposedly it has a cam in it, which somebody had a hard time getting out one of the screws there. So they took a flat wheel and grinded a slit into it and turned it into a flathead. Trying to take this apart to see where the damage is at before I go ordering what I think I'm going to need. I'd like to put a cam in it. I don't know. I may not be able to if I got to pay for a head, but we'll see what happens. I like to get the cam because old people. I got passed by an old lady this morning. She spit at me and gave me the finger. Just seen her, 80-year-old lady driving a Honda Fit.
Well, that was because she was throwing a pass at you.
Damn it.
That was like she was throwing you a kiss.
That was a kiss, all right.
They're saying she was giving you the finger,
Yes,
but
she was. Well, I'm in the slow lane, coming off of the light. It takes me about 40 minutes to get up to 40 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. And which is why we're doing this motor swap. This motor was supposed to be a runner, and I was supposed to be able to rebuild the original, so I could try and keep the VINs and all the numbers correct. So one day when I'm dead and the thing's sinking away in the backyard, and the old lady wants to sell it because she wants to take her new man out for dinner or something. Mm-hmm. So you can sell my turds. All right. Normally you keep track of what bolt came from where if you're going to put it back together. But I'm not planning on using those bolts. I'm going to try and get everything new. Let me get a little pressure on here, pulling her up. And then we'll give her a couple of tappies. I already got the timing belt off. Everything. Oh, look, she come right off. Look at that. Maybe we'll see where the damage is all at.
pays to buy the best.
Look at that. Look at that. It just pays. Look at that cylinder full of shit. All of them. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping for a real easy find to see why that cylinder was blown into the other one. I'm hoping that head's not cracked. But from the looks of that one cylinder, if it was sucking in there, it may have cracked internally. And I'm really hoping it's not. Mm-hmm. That gasket almost looks newish. Mm-hmm. This, I don't know what all, it's all oil. I didn't put that much oil in there. I did spray, wow, there's sand and dirt in this one. This thing is bad. This was a runner, by the way. Okay, now let's. Usually, if you got a bad head gasket, you can tell if you got a spot that's crushed or a spot that's blown out. like on the intake there, if you look at the intake, you can see there's the spots that are blown out. You know, when I took it apart, this was missing a piece here and here, so it sucked them in and just ate it up. Same thing with a head gasket. A lot of times you could tell if one side's blown into the other, it'll leave carbon marks, or there'll be just a tear or a piece. You know, you could tell, but I'm hoping the head doesn't have a crack. I don't see a crack, but I don't know. The block, I'm hoping something doesn't have a crack, but the head gasket looks okay. Let's do this here. Hold on. Let me turn this bad boy over.
The only thing
here,
that could
get
be
over here. Hold on. Let me get
the
over
only
here.
thing that could be cracked is the guy who bought this.
Yeah, it's the guy who. The only thing that's cracked is my pocket. My fucking pocket. All right, so here we got the head. Can't really see too well on this side because there's no light. Here, bring it around this way. Come back where you were before. Go around the back of me.
Around here.
Now you can see some light. And you can see she was burning a good bit. I don't see any obvious marks. I don't know if it's because she opened up what I put the oil in there to do the compression test or what. I don't see anything obvious in the head yet. I guess I'm gonna have to clean it off and check her out. I really don't want to crack. I really don't want to crack. I think, I don't know which is more expensive, the block or the head. I'm gonna wipe this stuff off and then I'll take that gasket off. And we'll see. Where's that thing at? Is that thing at 10 minutes yet? 'Cause it's gonna shut off when it hits 10 minutes. Oh no, that's not that phone. My phone doesn't. My phone does a 10 minute. My other phone does a 10-minute thing. This one don't. Let's see, if we wipe this down, we can get enough of this shit out of here. A lot of times you can see marks or something, but because I put the oil in there to do the compression test, I think it could have washed some of it away. You know, the oil from the pressure could have pushed some of the carbon out. I don't know how long it was doing it. It might not have been doing it long at all. Wow,
That looks like it's pretty new.
Yeah, this is like a new gasket. What the fuck, man? That's not good, because what that leads me to believe is this guy might have had a problem before, but why? Because they didn't put the intake on right. See, the intake was a broken bolt there. There was a missing one here. One of these was stripped, so the whole bottom on the intake, especially on this side, was loose. So that's why you can see the gasket, it got all soaked and fat and shit. This was old and this was new. So either when he did this, he had that off, or he tried to take it off and then ran into the issues and just left it. But this is definitely a new head gasket. Like, you could almost reuse this head gasket. That's how it feels. So this guy redid the head gasket. He might have put a cam in there. He might have ran the motor. But the amount of fucking antifreeze that thing was sucking in, you can't see that that's not, you couldn't be able to see that right there wouldn't kill the cylinder and you wouldn't have a miss. You would know this thing was running bad. It would be smoking. But why would we be getting that? We're going to have to clean this up real good.
We're going to clean and then we're going to get back to you.
Yeah, we're going to clean and get back.